Assalamu alaikum students, how are you? I hope you are fine. I'm also fine here. So let's start our lecture. Our today's lecture is on Adobe Photoshop tools. We will discuss all the tools that we'll use in Photoshop, some basic steps and some basic requirements that we have to learn. So first of all, I will tell you how to open Photoshop. Just go to the start menu and click on the Adobe Photoshop. I have CC 2019 version. After opening it, you have to choose new option, and from new option you will choose this is inches, and you will choose pixels. You will define the number of pixels. So right here 800 to 600 and 300 pixels per inch. The other options will remain by default. Then click on create option, maximize it. Okay, we have this a blank page in Photoshop. Now let me tell you, this is the tool panel. We have all the tools of Photoshop here on the left side. On the top we have the menu bar. Below the menu bar are the option bar, and on the left side we have layers options. This is channels. We will discuss it in detail also. So let's start from retouching tools. As you know, boys, we have many types of retouching tools in Photoshop that helps to change or edit the pixels arrangements in an image, and these tools can be used on a selection or an entire image. Okay, so some of the tools, example, spot healing brush tool, patch tool, red eye tool, clone stamp tool, eraser tool, all these are retouching tools. uh, so we will start from spot healing brush tool. Spot healing brush tool, in the tool panel we will select from the tool panel. This is the spot healing. There is a drop down arrow. When you will click on it, there is a spot healing brush tool on the top of this menu bar. Click on it. And how to use it: first of all, uh, open an image that is already saved in your computer. For example, I have this image. I will open it. Okay, now again select spot healing brush tool. You have these dark area. What spot healing brush tool do is it removes the blemishes, scars, spots, and other imperfections in your photographs. And as you see, when I will click and drag it down, it removes all the blemishes, all the dark areas from this image. Okay, I am doing this again. For example, here is our dark area. So as you see, it removes all of the dark area, any type of scars, any types of blemishes from the image. Okay, so our next tool, you can change the brush size also. You have these options, and the option bar you can change the size up to your requirements. You can change the hardness. Hardness means you if you want it 100%, then it will work 100% like this. And if you will change the hardness of this tool to for example 28%, then it will not work as 100% like this. So there are many other options that are in very detail, so that is not the part of your topic. You have to just learn some basic tools and basic options. So that's why you just will learn the size, hardness, and spacing, angle also. Okay, Next tool is our healing brush tool. In this tool, below the spot healing brush tool, we have healing brush tool. Just click on it. Healing brush tool is a tool that is used to paint with the sample pixels from an image. It copies the sample pixels and it pastes anywhere we want. The sample is called the source and the flood area is called the destination. From where you copy the image or number of pixels is called the source, and where it is pasted is known as destination. Okay, so for example, if we select healing brush tool and click and drag it down, click on select alt button and select the area and okay, after it open a new file here, and now you have to just click and drag. Look at here, this tool has copied the sample pixels and I have pasted it by the help of healing brush tool on another file that is called the destination, and it is also called the flood area. Okay, next tool we have clone stamp tool. Clone stamp tool is also a tool that is used to make the clone or duplicate the selected areas of an image. Very simple. If you want to use the clone stamp tool, below the spot healing brush tool there is a clone stamp tool. This click on the clone stamp tool and go to the image and just copy this image. I have already copied an image and this pasted it above this image. Okay, and if you want to again paste it, then just again click and drag it. It is cloned now. What you have to do, if you want to make the clone of any image, just click on the image by pressing alt key, and if you want to copy this image, just click and by pressing alt key and open new file, and if you want to paste it here, then just click and drag it down. Okay, now it is cloned. So what happens, it just only copy the sample pixels. It makes the duplicate of the selected area of an image and paste it anywhere you want. Next we have a pattern stamp tool. Pattern stamp tool is below the clone stamp tool. Click on this tool and choose the pattern from the pattern palette. Here are the different palettes. For example, I want this blue one, and I will change the size of the brush. I will change the hardness of the brush, and after it nothing else. Okay, now if I make the pattern like this, I will define this pattern. Click edit, click on edit button and then define pattern. I will type the name of the pattern. I will type here blue pattern. Okay, and then press OK. Now it is saved in your library, and what you will do is you will copy this. If you want to copy this pattern, just you have defined already this pattern, and I will just click and drag on the top of this image. It will copy the same pattern here that I have defined earlier. Okay, this is a pattern stamp tool. You can also change the patterns from here, pattern palette. If you will choose yellow, it will define the yellow pattern. If you will choose any other, then it will define another pattern. It depends on you which type of pattern you want to make. Okay, next we have eraser tool. Eraser tool is a very simple tool. You have already used this in paint software also. That is by default installed in your Windows. If you want to use eraser tool, just click on the eraser tool button, and if you want to erase, I will open this image and I want to erase this one. I have changed these options. I have changed. If you want it on the screen, just click on the right click on the stage, and I have selected the soft round. You will select hard round. You can change the size from here. You can change the hardness also. I am changing the size. This is in 100% hardness, so it will erase all of the image. Then we have background eraser tool. If you want to erase the background of any image, then you will just again change the size of the image eraser, and it will erase the background, only background. Let me give you a demo on another image like this. Let's change the hardness of this eraser tool. Okay, now you can see this tool is erasing the background of the image. If you will save this image, then this image will save in the .png format without any background, and the background will be transparent. Okay, if you have any question in this lecture, then you can ask. You can write the question below my video. I will answer your question. Okay, we will meet in the next lecture. Thank you. Allah Hafiz.